Hello, and welcome to the Disability Law Center of Virginia's Day of Giving. I'm Colleen Miller. I'm the Executive Director at the Disability Law Center of Virginia, and I'm really honored to be your host today. We're so glad that you can be here to celebrate with us the 35th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act. Please join with us in the fight for disability rights. The Disability Law Center of Virginia is the designated protection and advocacy agency for Virginia. Since 2013, we've provided free legal advice and legal advocacy to people with disabilities all across the Commonwealth. And we're here today because our work continues and your support makes it possible. In 2024 alone, the Disability Law Center of Virginia served over 12,000 people directly. We reached more than 380,000 lives through our systemic advocacy. But Virginia is home to nearly 2 million people with disabilities, 2 million. So the need for advocacy is huge, but so is the potential for change.
Hi, I am Charlotte, and I serve on the Board of Directors of the Disability Law Center of Virginia. dLCV is dedicated to serving Virginians with disabilities throughout their lifespan. I support dLCV because, as a person with a disability, advocating for disability rights is my passion. Please join me in supporting dLCV because the lives of people with disabilities matter. Please consider giving to dLCV on Tuesday, July 29th. Your support truly makes a difference.
Wow. We're excited to welcome our guest speaker, David Egand. He brings us a powerful message of why disability rights advocacy matters now more than ever.
10 years ago, the National Disability Institute asked me and 25 other individuals with disabilities to share our personal experiences on how the ADA changed our lives and our vision for the next stage of the ADA impact. 10 years ago and again today, for the 35th anniversary, the ADA has made it possible for all of us to dream, to accomplish, and to continue the richness of inclusive communities. We all had a role in changing perceptions and attitudes. We represent the strength of our nation, individual talent, human resources across age, gender, race, ethnicity, and the spectrum of disability. We all believe the ADA stands for the proposition that the American dream must be accessible to all. It must be within the reach of those who seek it and are willing to work hard to achieve it. The ADA equips us with the opportunity, tools, and obligations to make good on this principle. The rest is up to us. In my case, I always dream big, from competing in swimming with the Special Olympics, to having a competitive job, as well as advocating for others, especially those with intellectual challenges, at the local, national, and international levels. As a Joseph P. Kennedy Jr. Public Policy Fellow in 2015, the first with an intellectual disabilities to be selected, was a historic first. I broke barriers. Serving in this role on Capitol Hill, I also learned to advocate for others. The American with Disability Act has opened many doors for me as an individual with Down syndrome. When I was growing up, having my tonsils removed, I asked my mother, when will I get rid of this? Well, Down syndrome thin, she said. It will be with you all your life, but it does not stop you from having dreams and being successful. She was right. Having a job has made me feel valued and included. I was one of them and not one among them in the distribution center at Booz Allen Hamilton. I contributed like all other staff members. The CEO at the time said, "Work provides more than a paycheck. It brings dignity and security when businesses open job opportunities to men and women with disabilities. Everyone benefits. The individual, the company, and society at large. We're not charity. We contribute as we are. We're not second-class citizens. In fact, all of our lives become richer when we focus on abilities and our shared humanity. After all, we're more alike than different, as I wrote in my book. We need to be more proactive, increasing the numbers of individuals competitively employed in jobs that match their unique abilities. So have we made progress in the past 35 years? I think we have, but we're not done yet. Changing perceptions, perspectives, and implementing new solutions is a slow process. Legislation is critical, but not sufficient. The ADA has opened the doors, but each one of us has to act in a meaningful way to make it a reality. An open door in employment does not mean success. Mentoring and on-site support are critical to enable us to be fully engaged on the job. There's more to accessibility than just physical changes to our environment. In spite of our disability, we are able citizens who matter and can contribute. You can learn more about me on davideganadvocacy.com.
Thank you, David, for sharing your story with us today. It's a great reminder of why the Disability Law Center of Virginia exists, and a reminder of why your support today is so critical. Next, we'd like to share with you a short video from somebody who has been directly impacted by the work of the Disability Law Center of Virginia. It's one of many stories that shows how important our work is and what it is that your donations make possible.
When Austin turned 18 and the courts said no, since then it just weighed heavily on me. So it tore me up to just think that he would never have the opportunity to vote. And when we went to the court and we asked about the petition for voting, the judge said no. When it came to losing that right to vote, when that judge said no, I just couldn't hold it in. That's when I started, the tears started flowing, and that just killed me more than anything. There are issues that relate directly to him, and he had no voice in our government as everyone else did, and it didn't make any sense why he would be disenfranchised. Then when your organization said, yes, we can help you, that was thrilling. Dana, she did all the legal stuff for us, which had we hired an attorney, it probably would have been another $4,000 or $5,000. And I don't know even then if it would have been successful. I don't know if, our first attorney didn't have as much passion about his rights as Dana did. So I don't know if even another person would have been able to accomplish what she did. And it was such an exciting day when Austin got his opportunity to vote. Do you want to talk about that day that you got to vote? You remember going to the poll?
Yes.
And how did you do that? Did you need help?
No.
No. You went and did it all by yourself, right?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
And he was very proud. He was very proud. And we took a photo outside of our polling location, and it was just so exciting knowing that, he does have the same right as other people.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name is Lydia Yakes, proud TBI survivor. I'm also administrative assistant here at the Disability Law Center of Virginia. I've been with dLCV since May of 2022. I work here because dLCV looked beyond my obvious disabilities and appreciated my skills and abilities. In my job, I've learned so much about our rights as disabled people. I always looked at our advocates and lawyers as superheroes. I can also use my knowledge and skills for good. dLCB impacts people's lives by helping people. People remember me by name or voice and thank me because dLCB has helped them or is helping them. dLCV has lots of repeat clients because they have been helped in the past and they refer others to be helped. dLCV helped me as a client when Social Security said they overpaid me. Professionally, disability rights are important because I don't want other people to choose for me whether I work or not because I have disabilities. I want to be able to have that choice just like anyone else. And knowing my disability rights personally has helped me know what rights I have in the apartment complex where I live. Housing can be intimidating. I am most proud to be part of dLCB knowing that a client who happens to be incarcerated has asked for me directly because she knows and says I care about her and we helped her. Also, being a disabled person every day, I am so proud to be able to help other disabled people. Please consider giving to dLCV on Tuesday, July 29th. Your support truly makes the difference. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ken Stout, and I serve on the board at the Disability Law Center of Virginia. As we approach the dLCV's annual Day of Giving, I wanted to quickly share with you what disability advocacy means to me. As someone who worked in education, I saw firsthand the need for meaningful accommodations so that all students, regardless of their abilities or challenges, have the opportunity to gain a quality education to prepare them for adult life. I appreciate that the dLCV advocates at both the individual and systemic levels for the rights of those with physical and mental disabilities, not only in education, but also in employment, healthcare, and other areas of life, in order to foster a more just and equitable Commonwealth. I hope you'll join me in supporting the dLCV this Day of Giving. Your support truly makes a difference. Thank you.
Today is the Day of Giving. We need your help to reach our goal. Every donation powers free legal help, better access to services, and a more inclusive Virginia. On behalf of the Disability Law Center of Virginia, we thank you for being a part of the disability rights movement. Your support means more people with disabilities will live free from harm, will have greater independence and access, have greater dignity. Thank you for giving. Thank you for caring. Thank you for being here today. You can visit our website at dlcv.org or scan the QR code on your screen to make your gift. Whether it's $10 or $100, your support today will make a difference. Thank you.